Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. So I'm starting your flipped classroom video. I want to tell everyone to please tomorrow log in and be ready before 10 if possible. I'm going to have directions on there and we're going to start a Google Hangout and we can talk and video with each other tomorrow morning from 10 to 11. That way, if you have any questions, you can ask those questions. We can help each other out and we can also have some class discussions about the assignments and about what we're learning. So let's get started to make this short this morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. The sunshine was wonderful. I'm feeling better. My cough is almost gone. Every once in a while it comes, but I got outside this weekend and that was really nice. I had to work at the hospital last night, so I'm not in the office today, where you usually see the background. I'm actually sitting in my bed because after we do this video, I'm going to go to sleep because I worked all night at the hospital to help out. So I hope everybody's staying healthy and safe, and let's do our flipped classroom. Just a reminder, you go up here to the waffle and then go down to Google Classroom. We've got some new stuff this week that we're learning, so I'll go through that quickly. Tomorrow, like I said, will be Google Hangouts, and then Friday we're doing art. So go into your homework classroom. And I'm going to switch over to your view. Oops. Okay, here we go. Here is, oh, not there. Let me go in and add it. Silly me, it's still in a draft. Let me get it assigned to you. Goodness gracious. Make sure everything's in here. It is. Yes. So now I can assign it. This might take us just a couple minutes. Today is Monday, so today you have reading and social studies. Reading, we're going to be working on main ideas and details, which that's pretty much review for us. And in social and some vocabulary, anchoring meanings. Social studies, we're going to be working on Boise then and now and looking at Boise now. And you have a task coming from the mayor. So, all right, here it says Monday, April 20th. That's today. So let's click on it and let's get moving, see what we have to do. All right, up here at the top, happy Monday. I'm excited for this third week of online learning. Check the work that you had from previous days. I did a little bit this weekend, but I went outside a lot and I did not get a lot done. I will finish it up today as soon as I wake up from sleeping. I think I have Thursday left, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday work is in there and it has comments, it has grades, and if you want to improve your grade or change your grade, go in, read the comments, make the changes, turn it back into me. I'll make the change in your grade and I'll turn it back to you, okay? I've seen some very, very good work. Slow down and take your time, everyone. Don't rush through it, okay? Let's see. Number 1, so that was check your work. Number 2, watch the Flip Classroom video, which you're doing right now. Number 3, this is our reading. We're looking at main idea and supporting details. So down below here, if you scroll down, it says your first activity is to watch the main idea slideshow. And you'll see that's right here. You can open that up. Oh, it says I don't have an internet connection. Sometimes back here that happens. Let me see if I can get it again. There it goes. All right. So make sure when you're watching the slideshow, and next week you're going to be making your own slideshow, so I know you guys are good at those and you like to do them. Hit present up here so that you, as you watch it and read through it, there's a video at the end. And if you hit present, the video shows better. So hit present, and then I want you to go through and read each of the slides. They talk about main idea and detail, and they talk about 4 key words that are important for you to know when you're doing main ideas and details. Okay, so I'm going to check in and see why this isn't loading. I will go back to that because I'm not sure. So let's go back to this version of it. If it doesn't load, you can always click down the side and read each one. You'll see those, uh, what are they called? Oh, call outs, those shout outs like, what? You'll see 4 of them because there's 4 that you need to know when you're thinking about main ideas and details. Oops, there's 2 of them nice and big. As you scroll down and read through these, the very last one is a video, and that's what I'd like you to watch. This is a video that kind of sums up talking about main ideas and details, okay? Once you've watched this, then it says activity 2 is read the narrative story, The Tree. Think about what you know about the main idea. Ask yourself the who and the what. There's 2 of those big pop outs. And then also ask yourself the how and the why. Those are your details. So if I look down here, I'm going to open up it's all right in here, the narrative passage main ideas. On one side of it is the story, The Tree. It's very short. And on the other side is where you're going to be filling in main ideas and details. So you'll see over here, I want you to read this story about the tree. It's very short, but it's actually a cute little short story. It'd be a great one for some of you writers that love to write. It'd be a great one to do an extension writing with because it's a really kind of fun little story starter, actually, I thought. So once you're done and once you've studied and been refreshed of what is a main idea, you're going to type the main idea in this box, and then there's 3 supporting details. The supporting details are what tell more about the main idea. These are complete sentences, 3rd grade. These are complete sentences inside each box. The sentences are detailed. They have capital letters at the beginning, punctuation at the end. They're not copied and pasted in because that's plagiarism. We don't want to take someone else's words, and they're not bullet points. They are reading the story and then taking in your own mind, reword and put the main idea in here. And then what details from the story support that main idea. So give that a shot. When you're done, turn it in. I'll make some comments. And if there's anything that needs to be changed, you can work on that tomorrow. So hopefully there's not any questions there. On Wednesday, we'll work on main idea and detail again. So this week, that's kind of our focus. The next one is vocabulary, always building our vocabulary, finding new words and synonyms and context clues, ways to figure out the meanings of new words. That's what's important when we're talking about vocabulary. So it says, activity 1, read the fiction story, The Big Hike. You'll see that's right here, The Big Hike. This story is just a little bit longer than The Tree. It's about a page and a half. It takes a minute to pull up. And here's your story about The Big Hike, okay? So if you'll read that one, and you might want to leave it open and open up a new tab over here so that you have that story to go back to. So I'm going back into my Google Classroom because on the other Google Classroom, I'll show you in just a minute, I left my story open so that I can, it's called toggle. You go back and forth. You go from here to here to here to here. That's called toggling. It's going back and forth. All right, so I'm going back in here. Go back into my Monday. And I'm on the part where it said to open up The Big Hike. And then as I'm reading the story, I want to watch for these words. These are my focus words for today. Impatiently, gasped, and suburbs. Do you see those right here? Impatiently. Look, it has a prefix on the beginning, a suffix on the end. Impatiently, gasped, and suburbs. Those are the words you're going to be looking for in the story as you read through the whole story. Then you're going to use context clues. Any of the little hidden clues that are around that word, when you find it in the story, you're going to reread those to help get a better understanding of what is gasped, what is a suburb, okay? And then use the context clues, that's what I just said, surrounding each word, and determine the meaning of the word and how it's used in the story. This is super important because sometimes when we read a word, we think, oh, I know the meaning of that word. But remember, lots of words have multiple meanings. That's why you want to use your context clues, because the meaning you know might not be the same meaning as the way they used it in the story. Okay, and so then it says use your anchor chart to fill in the details. So if I go down here, I'll see my anchor chart. Oops, let me get back in. I'll see my anchor chart down here. Vocabulary anchor chart. I'm going to open that up. And my first word pops up in blue, and this is impatiently. This is after I've already read the story one time. And I found the word impatiently. So I may not want to start with the definition yet. I may first want to start with some synonyms. What are some synonyms? Some words that mean the same. Synonym, same, SS. What are some other words that mean the same? What is a picture that helps you understand the meaning of the word impatiently? So I might need to go up here and Google impatient. I like to do cartoon impatient. You could just do impatient, patiently. And then remember, if you click images, it's going to give you images of being impatient. So look for a picture in here that helps you remember the word impatient. And then copy and paste that picture into the box right here. That helps. A lot of times those visuals are helpful. Definition. What now that we've done some words that mean the same, we've done an anchor picture, what is the definition for impatiently? Remember, we have this open up here, and I can scroll down and find that word impatiently, and I can reread it to make sure that when I type the definition or what I think it means right here, if I need to refer back to the story and find the word to help me refresh, I can. Then in a sentence, use the word impatiently. Don't just say, she was waiting impatiently. Okay, give me some clues that help me understand what impatiently means. She was impatiently waiting for the bus because she was going to be late for piano, or she was going to be late for class. She was impatiently waiting for breakfast because the bus was going to be there in 5 minutes. Impatient. So see how that helps the meaning. Here you're doing the same thing with suburbs. You'll notice on suburbs it split the page. I've got definition and synonyms up here, and then on the next page I have anchor, picture, and sentence. And then here's gasped. All three of those words are in this story. So toggle back and forth between these two things, okay? And then you have a job from the mayor of Boise. For social studies, I need to add the directions back here and here. It doesn't look like it's saved. I'll go in and do that as soon as I'm done with this video. You're going to first watch these 2 videos about Boise. And then if you'd open up this 3rd grade Boise, we're going to change the name of this. See if it'll let me do this in Google Classroom. It might not. So imagine that you are moving from another state to your job has said it's okay for you to move, and they will transfer you and you'll have a new job when you get there. And Boise is one of the cities that is on the list of places that you can move to for your job. So you need to do a little research and a little investigating and find out what makes Boise a great place to live. Okay, so we're going to put what up in the title. I'm just changing this. Makes Boise great. Okay. So you've got some tasks as you go through here. It looks like if you look over here on the side, it says 7 pages, so it looks long, but it's because there's a lot of big boxes. So watch the 2 videos below, and watch the 2 Boise videos linked below, and then talk with someone at home about the following. What makes Boise great? In this box, I want you to use bullets. Remember, your bullets are right up here. I can click on the drop down arrow and it gives me some different styles of bullets to choose from. And I want you to list some things that in the video they said made Boise great and things that you think make Boise great because you live here. You know what's so awesome about Boise. And then, did you discuss or list Boise's parks? That's one of the things Boise's very well known for is its parks. And sometimes we take it for granted that we have such great parks. But the cool thing about our parks is we have a lot of different parks. We have a lot of variety. It talks a little bit about parks here and how important, one, they are to the environment because of the trees, and they help put oxygen into our air. 2, they're very refreshing. The green grass. Oh, excuse me. They clean up the pollution in the air. They give people a place to go and relax, people a place to go and be physically active. So parks are important. Close your eyes and imagine a place called My Park. Imagine you've looked at all of these parks, or you looked at the videos, and imagine that you designed your own park. What would you want in it? What would make your park unique from everyone else's? And so it tells you, think about things that you see or do in your imaginary park. Write those ideas down. What do you see? Put them over here. Just use your bullets. So I can start right here and I can use my bullets. So if I gotta click on in the box, now I click on my bullet and there's my bullet, and I can type the different things that I would see in my imaginary park that I'm designing. And then what kinds of things could you do at your park that you're designing? What makes your park unique and different from other parks? Take a few minutes and look at some of Boise's parks. These are real parks that are in Boise. Think about how they're different from each other. Think about the different interests they have and what people might go to those parks and why. Good, sorry. Okay. So one of our parks in Boise is called Boise Whitewater Park. You can study that and think about who might go to that park. There's Dog Island Park, and that really is a park here in Boise, if you haven't been there. We have Comba Park Splash Pad, and we also have Boise Bike Park. These are just a few of our parks. Now, right away, when I said park, you were thinking green grass, trees, which we have so many of those, but we also have a lot of really cool, unique parks. So now look at the pictures and think about the following questions. What makes each of the parks unique? Why might people want to visit those parks? What activities do people do at these different parks? And what are some things that people might need while at the park? So when people are at the park, what are some of their needs? What's something, if they were in one of those parks up there, what's something that one of them they may need? What are some of their needs? Okay. Just trying to fix the wording here. I'll go back and do that. And then here's just some things as you're planning to design your new park for the mayor. These are some things to think about. As you create your park, consider what is one of the main reasons people will want to come to your park? What does it have that makes it unique and special and makes people want to come there? Type it in the box. The next thing I want you to think about is what are two other reasons people might come to your park? Besides the main idea or besides the main theme of your park or something really cool, what are 2 more reasons they might come? And then the last thing I want you to brainstorm is, notice right here it says 5 must-haves. What are 5 things your park must have? You can use bullets, sentences. Now, it would be nice if my park had these 7 things. So over here on this side, you have 5 things to list. Can you do more? Sure. But you have to have 5. Over here, you have 7. These are things my park must have. These are things the park would be nice if it had. Hi, you can come in. I'm just doing my video. All right, design time. So your job, and here comes Mr. Carlton. He's coming to say good morning to everyone. Hello, Carlton. You want to turn and say hi? He can't really see the camera, but here's Mr. Carlton. He's still yawning and waking up. All right, so you're going to design your park, and you'll probably want to do this on a separate sheet of paper. You may even want to tape 2 or 3 or 4 pieces together if you're going to have a big park. Depends on what kind you're going to have. Are you going to have a little park for Carlton to go to and play? If so, what would you like in your park, Carlton? What would be fun to do? Huh? Do you want to have a place for balls to be chased? Yeah? Do you want to have some sprinklers in your park? Huh? Yeah. Oh, he's on video right now. So we can make a dog park, couldn't we? Yeah, we could make, if you're interested in gymnastics, you could have a trampoline park. Oh, I think Carlton's disappearing. So what are you going to have in your park? And then these are some things that I want you to fill in and do. So let me just scroll down here just a little bit. Bye, Carlton. He's off and running for the day. I'm going to move this up here so that I can see the screen here. And as I scroll down on the design, it says, what's the name of your park going to be? Fill in the name. Okay. A detailed drawing, that's where you'll get your own paper, 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of paper, whatever you need. When you're done, take a picture of it. Drew, loved your blueprints. I'm going to look at all the rest today, but I just happened to see Drew's. His mom texted it to me on my phone, and so it just popped up really easy for me to find. You can email him, you can text him, but I love when I can see your work. And Drew, I was showing off your blueprints at the hospital when I was working yesterday because I was showing him how awesome they were, and they were like, a 3rd grader drew those. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't with the glare, but there they come. They were amazing. Upstairs, downstairs, and I loved your yard. I would definitely buy tickets for that dream home, Drew. A detailed drawing of your park, yes. Locations of trash and recycling bins, those are important. That's one thing Boise really focuses on, is keeping our city clean, keeping it nice. So all of our parks, we want to make sure we have recycling. We want to make sure we're reusing things. And then write a short description of the top 3 activities in your park. That's going to go there. Scroll down a little bit. Other information visitors might need to know, list it here. And then add color and extra details to your park and send a picture to me. Okay, so those are your activities for today. Hopefully those are some fun ones. I thought they were. Tomorrow I'll meet with you and we'll do some math and science. And then also tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you'll see a link on your Google Classroom. Down here as one of the assignments, you'll see a link at 10 o'clock to click in for Google Hangouts. I will send that link in there and we'll get together on that. So there's your work for today. Have a great day. Miss you guys. Love you. Can't wait to see you on video tomorrow. And I think Carlton's coming back up to visit. Yep, here he is. Oh, and he's brought, this is Petey. Petey's his green toy. So he has toys and they all have different names. And this is Petey. He has Bob and he has Clifford. This one's Petey. Is that Petey? Yeah? Do you want to go get Petey? Okay, go get Petey. Yeah, that's what I do for fun now that I don't have you guys at school. All right. Love you guys. Text me or email me or use your comment if you have any questions and I will comment back. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.